Hey, I'm Doggone. Welcome back to the Wendell G's 1994 Milwaukee Brewers. The month of June was lousy. It was lousy, man. Oh, I had such high hopes for the month of June. Um, and we sucked. We went 11 and 16. We dropped even lower in the standings. We were battling Cleveland to get out of the cellar, but we wound up losing ground to Cleveland like 3.5 games. Oh man, pretty disappointed about that. The rest of our division, Minnesota, Chicago, Kansas City, all above 500. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, man, that's hard to take. I really thought I had made some good moves. I guess the only good news is we're not the worst in the majors. Detroit, uh, Oakland, and New York and Colorado, New York Mets and Colorado all have worse records than we do, so we're not the worst. Maybe we should be to get the 1-1 pick. I don't know who's going to be in the 1994 draft, but maybe we should be picking earlier. Oh man, I can't do that though. It's just not in my. I can't do that, man. So, well, let's go to the schedule here and pull up June. Okay, we had didn't start off too bad. Um, we finished out a series with Texas with a loss to drop a 3-game series to them. We took California 2 out of 3, lost to Oakland 2 out of 3, split Cleveland 2-2, beat Detroit 2 out of 3, and then that's when it fell off the rails. We got swept by the Yankees in 3. Lost the first 2 at Baltimore before we turned it around, and we did sweep Boston, yay! But then we lost 4 in a row to Toronto. Oh, what's the reason for that? Well, there's several. Oops. Position. Why are we? Oh, whatever. We had to make some changes. I moved Kevin Morton, brought in Roger Salkeld. He hasn't been any world beater at 7.25 ERA. Oh, what's that you say? What's that? I moved Kevin Morton? Oh snap. Transactions. Let's take a look at the transactions for June. Not a whole lot. Basically, Ivan Rodriguez got injured, so we brought up Jeff Grotwald from AAA New Orleans. Mike Henneman was injured, has an arm injury. He's out, I think, 2 months. And we brought up Sean Bergman to take his place. Tony Longmire got injured, brought up Damon Buford. So 3 injuries to starters right there. And anyway, Kevin Morton was doing really lousy, and Philadelphia is willing to send us Todd Pratt. And I thought, well, Javi, where is he at? Javi Lopez has not been doing great this season, so I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and demote the kid back down to New Orleans, and I'll bring in Todd Pratt. And then a few days later, Pudge was off the DL, so we're running a platoon at catcher right now with Pudge and Todd Pratt. Carlos Encarnacion likes Todd Pratt. Our head scout likes Todd Pratt. So anyway, but Kevin Morton, man, you look at this and you say, dog, that was a dumb deal. Look at that stamina, man. Look at but then look at what he's done this year. A 12.18 ERA in 4 starts. He only made 17 innings in 4 starts. Gave up 23 hits, 23 earned runs, 5 home runs in 17 innings. That's sort of belies that high movement rating. Walked 19 in 17 innings. That's not a 10 control. His whip was 2.47. So, in 4 starts, he had a minus half of a WAR for us. ERA plus of 39. Stating the obvious, I guess, but so we shipped him to Philadelphia. And in 2 starts there, he's averaged 4 innings a start, 7.56 ERA, 2.0 for a whip, He's actually done a little bit better for them than he did for us. Maybe he just needed a change of scenery. I hated to move the guy because Carlos kind of believed in him. He was decent, but just I couldn't deal with it anymore. And so we made a lot of changes. Ismael Valdez came off of the DL. We sent him down to the Zephyrs for rehab. So that's another thing. I guess partly just sort of the collapse of pitching and the injuries, man. And so many injuries to our starters. I've got the injury setting set on low, so yeah. So anyway, after a very eventful May and lots of trades, we didn't do too many trades this time around. Just the Kevin Morton trade. I'd actually been shopping him and kind of wanting to move him, and kind of like my heart wanted to move him, my head didn't, but I had to move him finally, you know. So we have some pitching, and Carlos tells me I should believe in it. So for now, I'm going to keep believing. I'm hoping we can. Boy, 3.5 games behind Cleveland. I don't know if we can claw our way back up to 500 this year. Probably a moot point, but sure like to catch Cleveland, surpass Cleveland. Yeah. I'd like to win within shouting distance of 500 if possible. Anything else? Nobody's hot. Jason Bear is ice cold, not doing too well. You know, I threw him into the rotation and sent him down, brought him up, sent him down, brought him up. Probably not good for the kid, but oh well. Let's see. So Tony Longmire got another 35 days on the DL. I decided I need roster room. Carl Everett, minor injury. Mike Henneman, 6 weeks. Oh, man. So I'm looking back and I'm wondering, Longmire, 25, 26, 30 weeks. Yeah, he was like 1 month. Man, I need a 30-day DL, man. This 15 days and 60 days is for the birds. So brought Damon Buford back up for outfield work to take Longmire's place, and Buford has not done too great. June 11 and 16. Oh man, let's just look at batting stats for June, I guess. And David Segui just continues to, man, what a great acquisition that was. Carlos Rodriguez, Rodriguez and Carl Everett came over in the same trade that sent Jaime Navarro over to, I think, the Yankees. I can't remember who it was, honestly. But those guys have been performing great for us. Glad to have them on the team. Grotwald actually made the most of his time. He had 3 at-bats and drove in an RBI. Hit a triple and drove in a run. So he made the most of his time up. I'll remember that next time. Rodriguez, 296, Pudge hitting 296. Down here at the bottom, Damon Buford sort of got a cold call to come back up, and 160. Terry Pendleton is back, not doing well, not hitting well. Todd Pratt's also not hitting well at the moment. Livingston and Womack. Womack is leading the league in stolen bases, which I didn't realize. League home screen. Woo! Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr. Wow, a lot of contract extensions going on here. By the way, I found a fictional player on one of the teams. Oh, look at that hairdo. Charles Johnson, he's for real. During the last draft, there was a lot of fictional. Here we go. Tony Womack, stolen bases 44, leading the bigs right now. Actually, that's the AL. What about combined? Yeah, leading everybody. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm distracted now. Oh, newspaper, league newspaper. Where's the newspaper? Yeah, during the draft, I discovered this guy. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, I might not be able to. Anyway, he was a fictional player, and he was doing well. And I thought, So I went in and deleted him. And it's kind of this guy, Morgan Wagner. I was like, who is that guy? And so I deleted the dude. I was like, too bad, guys. Can't be having these fictional guys show up. But he was in the draft this time around. I guess they... That's one problem I've had with this historical sim is it will occasionally just create fictional players to fill out the full draft. So I never have figured out what to do about that, but all I know to do is when I find them, get rid of them. So that's going to hurt Pittsburgh. Sorry, Pittsburgh. That won't affect the pennant race, though. Anything else I want to talk about here? No, I guess everything's... That was the main thing is... really disappointing, June. Really disappointing. Oh, man, I was just... This 6-game losing streak hurt, and then the 4-game series at Toronto, just kind of a kick in the teeth there. Finished the month 5 games under 500. Man, I thought we had it turned around in May with all the new personnel. Extra inning games, we're not too bad. 1-run games, 5-13. We're not good in 1-run games. We're okay versus left-handed pitchers. Not so great versus right-handed pitchers, which is strange because we have so many left-handed pitchers in the lineup now. We're still down there in runs scored. I think we're slowly creeping up. Batting average is dropping, though. Bullpen still a bright spot for us. Starters still a weak spot. Probably in the next draft, we need to go after starting pitching again. That's just purely starting pitching. Man, if we can get one more guy like Van Landingham or Valdez, get 3/5 of our rotation set, that'd be awesome. Kevin Tapani, by the way, earned All-Star honors for his outstanding work. He hasn't done as well for us. He's 5-6, 4.85 ERA, 1.49 WHIP. But at Minnesota, he was just incredible. 1.40 ERA and 0.66 WHIP. He took All-Star honors. So he was our one and only Brewer voted to the All-Star game. Yeah, very good. Well, all right, guys, that's all I got for you. Appreciate you listening in, and I'll be back next time to talk to you about the July shenanigans in the Braves to Brewers 1994 Milwaukee Brewers. See you next time.